Solve two-step problems, number 5. This is part 1. I'm going to do A, B, C, and D. So our goal is to get the variable alone. Here you have a 2 in front, which is multiplication, and you have a -5. If you follow the traditional format of PEMDAS, parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, if you go in the opposite direction here, it helps you try to solve. Okay, so think about doing the addition and subtraction first, then the multiplication and division, exponent, then parentheses. Right, this works 95% of the time. So we're trying to get rid of the 2 multiply and the -5. So we are going to deal with that -5 plus first. So we're going to add 5 to both sides. Why are we adding 5 to both sides? Because -5 plus 5, this becomes 0. I made the number 0. That's why I know I'm doing a good job. 11 plus 5 is 16. Bring down that 2x. This is good because now on the left hand side we have 2x equals to 16. There is less stuff here on the left hand side. That's how you know you're doing a good job. Notice the 2 is attached via multiplication with that x. The inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide this by 2, divide this by 2. 2 over 2 cancels, becomes the number 1. It is 1x equals to 16 divided by 2 is 8. No one writes this 1 in front, so you can just write x is equal to 8. Let's look at B. Same thing here. X divided by 3 plus 5 equals to -7. So we're going to deal with that addition of 5 first. To get rid of plus 5, we -5 to both sides. Okay, this plus 5 minus 5 becomes the number 0. Bring everything else down. Bring down the x divided by 3 plus 0. Bring down the equal sign. -7 plus -5 becomes -12. No one writes that plus 0. So you have an x divided by 3 equals to -12. How do we get rid of a divide by 3? We multiply by 3 over 1. We multiply by 3 over 1 to the other side. Make sure to turn that -12 into a fraction so you can see the multiplication. 3 over 3 cancels, making the number 1. We have 1x is equal to -12 times 3, which is -36. No one writes that 1 in front, so you can just write x is equal to -36. See, same thing here. We have 8x plus 5 equals to -11. Let's get rid of the addition first, so we're going to subtract 5 to both sides. Plus 5 minus 5, that cancels, giving you a 0. Bring everything else down. Bring down the 8x. Bring down the plus symbol. Bring down the equal sign. -11 plus -5 gets you -16. No one writes that 0. We just have 8x is equal to -16. That 8 is attached via multiplication in front of the x. So to get rid of it, we have to divide by 8 to both sides. Why? Because 8 over 8 becomes the number 1, leaving you a 1x on the left hand side. Bringing down the equal sign, -16 divided by 8 gets you a -2. No one writes that red 1 in front, so we can just write x is equal to -2. D, we have x divided by 3 minus 5 equals to 2. Let's get rid of the -5 first. So we add 5 to both sides. Why do we do that? -5 plus 5 becomes the number 0. We're making 0. There's less stuff on the left hand side. Bring down the x divided by 3 plus 0 equals to 2 plus 5 is 7. No one writes that 0, so we can just have x divided by 3 equals to 7. How do I get rid of a divide by 3? We're going to multiply by its reciprocal, so we multiply by 3 over 1. Make sure we do that to the other side as well. Please note this 7 can be turned into a fraction by dividing by 1. The 3 on top and the 3 on bottom here will cancel, giving you the number 1. So it becomes 1x is equal to 7 times 3 is 21. No one writes that 1 in front, so the answer is just x equals to 21. Here you go. These are the solutions for part 1.